Okay, so good evening and good day to everyone. For today, I will be discussing to you Chapter 3, Lesson 2, which talks about Vygotsky's Socio-Cultural Theory of Cognitive Development. Ano po? This is in line, again, in the learner-centered psychological theories. Ano po? So the work of Lev Vygotsky in 1934 has become the foundation of much research and theory in cognitive development over the past several decades, particularly what has been known as socio-cultural theory. So like Piaget's cognitive development theory, socio-cultural theory is anchored on these theories. Ano po? Okay, let's proceed. At the end of the discussions, you are expected to explain the socio-cultural theory of cognitive development. Another is you need to discuss the major terms and concepts related to the theory, and you must be able to cite classroom implications of these theories. So these are the three learning objectives that you need to acquire and be able to discuss with after the discussion. Let's have first the definition on what is about socio-cultural. Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory views human development as a socially mediated process in which children acquire cultural values, beliefs, and problem-solving strategies through collaborative dialogues with more knowledgeable members of society. So basically, sociocultural theory is related with the language development of the students. When it comes to developing their speech and other aspects in language. So Vygotsky's theory comprises concepts such as culture-specific tools, private speech, and the zone of proximal development. Why socio-cultural or culture-specific tools is related with this? Because in the theory, it talks about socio-cultural. Ano po? That means this belongs with the different members of the society, how the students communicate and socialize with others. Vygotsky's series stresses the fundamental role of social interaction in the development of cognition, as he believed strongly that community plays a central role in the process of making meaning. So through the help of the members of the community, the people around the children, will really help a child to process and make a meaning of what he has or she has been acquired. Unlike Piaget's notion that children's development must necessarily precede their learning, Vygotsky argued that learning is necessary and universal aspect of the process of developing culturally organized, specifically in human psychological function. So basically, in other words, social learning comes before the development. Ano po? So, bago maintindihan ng mga bata yung naririnig nila at nade-develop yung language nila, nagkakaroon muna sila ng socialization. Okay. So, Vygotsky's theory. According to Vygotsky, adults in society foster children's cognitive development by engaging them in a challenging and meaningful activities. Adults convey to children how their culture interprets and responds to the world. Ano po? So, through the help of the different engagements and activities being participated by a child, he or she was be able to or will be able to develop his cognition. So Vygotsky's theory focused on the role of the culture in the development of mental abilities. For example, of those are the development of the development of the speech skills of the students or the children, and the reasoning in the children. So through the help of the people around them within the community, they'll be able to develop their cultural understanding and be able to respond to the needs of the world. Ano po, that's in accordance with Vygotsky's theory. Another is that the interaction with others significantly increase not only the quantity of information and the number of skills a child develops, it also affects the development of higher order mental functions such as formal reasoning. When they acquire a basic knowledge, basic information, and basic language, this is not only uh, developing their ability to understand the language, but through the help of the interactions among others, they'll be able now to develop their higher order thinking skills. Because Vygotsky argued that higher mental abilities could only develop through with interaction with a more advanced others. So kung ang engagement and activities ng bata more on the basic interactions lang, hindi ma-acquire ng bata yung higher order mental functions niya. If the child was able, or the children were able to communicate, be engaged, and participated in some other people who are advanced when it comes to thinking, reasoning, and other speech and language abilities, mas madaling madidevelop ng mga bata yung skills nila. Ano po? Another is that Vygotsky proposed that children are born with elementary mental abilities, such as memory and perception, and that higher mental functions develop from these through the influence of social interactions. That's what I am trying to say a while ago na ano yan, a child is naturally born with elementary mental abilities. Pag sinabi nating elementary mental abilities, these are primary and basic mental knowledge. Ano po? And this can be developed through the help of those advanced people when it comes to social interactions and collaborations. In addition to that, Vygotsky agreed with Piaget that the development of cognitive abilities takes place in stages, right? And he also agreed broadly with the description of the stages. However, he viewed cognitive development as a social process where children learn from experienced adults. In our previous discussion in the cognitive development, for example, an egocentrism, na the child tries to show something to someone without knowing na kapag nakikita niya yung bagay na yun, nakikita na rin ng iba, 'di ba? Meron tayong example doon na yung bata sino-show yung picture doon sa kanyang parent pero nakaharap sa kanya yung picture, 'di ba? Hindi pa na-develop yung ano doon, yung knowledge masyado ng bata kasi meron pa siyang ibang perception when it comes to that kind of situation. Now, Vygotsky believed that there is a stages for the development, right? Meron tayo pre-operational, complete operational, and so on and so forth. Same with Vygotsky, yung language and speech ng bata nadidevelop ano po, by stage through the help of experienced adults. When children ask questions to an adult, dapat masagot 'yon ng maayos ng mga adult. Hindi pwedeng I'm going to explain that to you when you on your right age, 'di ba? Kasi may mga reasons sometimes na ganyan where in fact nabubuo yung ano yan, confusion ng mga bata doon sa tinatanong nila. And yung higher order thinking skills hindi masyadong nade-develop because still, yung questions nila hindi nasasagot. But adults should be very careful in providing knowledge and information to ano yan, a curious child. Okay, let's add this. Vygotsky stated that language has two functions. Number one to that is inner speech, where it is used for mental reasoning, and external speech, which is used to converse with others on how they communicate. Let's have an example of this inner speech. Pag sinabi natin inner speech, this is the ability of a child to analyze, synthesize, evaluate, and interpret language within his or her mind. Pag sinabi naman natin external speech, this is how a child communicate, talk, pronounce, and ano yan, communicate with others. Ano po? So these are the functions of language, the internal and external. In addition to that, these operations, of course, separately. Kasi nga, di ba, internal and external. Indeed, before the age of 2, a child employs word socially. They possesses no internal language when it comes to understanding language between from birth to 2. They do not really yet possesses the ability of analyzing the internal language. But once thought and language merge, however, the social language is internalized and assists the child with their reasoning. Thus, the social environment is ingrained with this child learning. So, after this stage, the child now will be able to develop stage by stage his or her inner speech and internal speech. Let's talk about this ano yan, descriptions about the difference on the theory provided by Piaget and Vygotsky. In socio-cultural context, according to Piaget, there is only a little emphasis. Kasi di ba, Piaget is more of cognitive, not in socio-cultural context. But in Vygotsky, he stated here that there is a strong emphasis when it comes to developing the child's cognitive aspect in socio-cultural context. Ano po? In constructivism, according to Piaget, there is a cognitive constructivist development of the mind. Pagdating naman kay Vygotsky, ang constructivism papasok naman sa socialization, social constructivist. Stages. Let's talk about stages. According to Piaget, strong emphasis on stages of development. So, ibig sabihin, mas naniniwala sa Piaget na in a different stages of development, mas mataas yung yung development ng cognitive aspect ng children or ng bata. Pagdating naman kay Vygotsky, there is no general stages of development proposed. Kumbaga, in any part of the stages, development of cognitive may occur. Let's have the key processes and development of learning. In Piaget, he believed that equilibrium, schema, adaptation, assimilation, and accommodation is or plays a vital role. While in Vygotsky, the zone of proximal development, scaffolding, language dialogue, tools of culture are necessary. Ano po, magkaiba sila. Nadidevelop kay Piaget yung cognitive aspect ng bata through schema, assimilation, and accommodation. Dito naman kay Vygotsky, he believed that the child really develop his cognitive or her cognitive aspect through scaffolding, social interactions, and other cultural factors. The role of language. According to Piaget, there is only minimal. Language provides labels for children's experiences. This is under egocentric speech. Yung sa diniscuss natin na egocentric stage ng bata. Where in Vygotsky, there is a major emphasis in the language which it plays a powerful role in shaping thought. Ano po, di ba? Sometimes in our generation today, yung mga bata, they are really a good speaker. They are really a fluent English speaker because of the social interactions between the people around them. And because of the technology that helps them develop their speaking ability. When it comes to teaching implications, ang sabi naman ni Piaget, it supports children to explore their world and discover knowledge. While Vygotsky mean that it establish opportunities for children to learn with the teacher and more skilled peers. Ayan, magkaiba sila, 'di ba? Meron silang magkaibang definitions kung papaano ba or sorry, meron silang magkaibang theory kung papaano ba talaga nade-develop ang cognitive aspect ng bata. Piaget's believe that there are certain stages that a child could develop his or her cognitive, while Vygotsky believed that in any stage it could be developed, but it is through the help of socio-cultural understanding and socialization. Next, let's have Vygotsky places more emphasis on culture affecting cognitive development. Okay, so unlike Piaget, who emphasized universal cognitive change in all children would go through the same sequence of cognitive development regardless of their cultural experiences. Kasi nga, meron siyang specific na 4 stages, di ba? While Vygotsky lead us to expect variable deployment depending on cultural diversity. This really depends on the community in where a child belongs, kung paano yan madidevelop. Walang specific stages. This contradicts Piaget's view of universal stages of development because Vygotsky does not refer to stages like Piaget does. Ano po? Hence, Vygotsky assumes that cognitive development varies across cultures, whereas Piaget stated that cognitive development is most likely universal across culture. Ibig sabihin, kahit anong culture yung pinagdaanan or belong, kahit sa ang culture belong, yung bata, madidevelop pa rin yung cognitive aspect niya, sabi ni Piaget. Depende sa stages niya, kung nasa na yung bata. In which naman, pagdating naman kay Vygotsky, kahit anong klaseng culture meron dyan, pwedeng ma-develop without having a specific stages for student or child's learning development. Sabi pa ni Vygotsky, it places considerably more emphasis on social factors contributing to cognitive development. Kanina pa natin binabanggit. Ano po? Vygotsky states that importance of cultural and social context for learning, more on social interpretations. Cognitive development stems from social interactions, from guided learning within the zone of proximal development as children and their partners co-construct knowledge. Mamaya i-discuss natin what is this zone of proximal development kasi within the zone of the child, doon na-develop yung kanyang knowledge. In contrast to Piaget, Piaget maintains that cognitive development stems largely from independent explorations in which children construct knowledge. Diba? Binabanggit natin doon sa schema, assimilation, and accommodation na the student really understand the concept of knowledge when they have a schema and when they saw another similar things about their schema, papasok yung assimilation. Saka sila magkakonstruct ng bagong knowledge through accommodation. For Vygotsky, the environment in which children grow up will influence how they think and what they think. Ayan. So, dito sa naman, kay Vygotsky naman, iba naman yung aspect niya. Naiimpluwensyahan ang pagkatuto ng isang bata kung papaano sila naiimpluwensya ng environment nila, kung paano sila mag-isip at kung ano ang kanilang iisipin. The importance of scaffolding and language may differ for all cultures. Ano po? Iba-iba yan. Depende sa culture. When a certain community uses a mother tongue about Bicol, so the children or the child could really develop his language through the mother tongue. Depende kung anong culture meron ang isang bata. According to a researcher, he emphasizes the importance of observation and practice in a pre-industrial societies. For example, learning to use a canoe among islanders, 'di ba? hindi nila alam before kung paano ginagamit yon. Pero nung inalam nila, they can really understand how these things are being manipulated. Okay? Next, according to Vygotsky, adults are important source of cognitive development. That is really true. 'Di ba? When someone or when a child asks a questions, kung nasa bahay pa siya, ang source of information niya talaga is yung adult na kasama niya doon. Sabi ko nga kanina, when a child asks for a certain curiosity, an adult should address it appropriately. Adults transmit their culture, tools of intellectual adaptation that children internalize. Diba? Yung mga tanong nila tungkol sa culture nila, bakit ganyan yung sinasabi nila, specifically in language, kapag may mga naririnig silang unfamiliar words sa kanila, magtatanong sila. Diba? Minsan nga, basta na lang, yung may mga anak sa inyo, minsan basta na lang magtatanong yung bata out of nowhere tungkol sa certain language. That is because he or she is curious about it. And when he understands that language, he will be able to adopt and internalize this. In contrast to Piaget, he emphasizes the importance of peers as peer interaction promotes social perspective talking. Ayan. Hindi lang adult. Kasi sabi ni Vygotsky, adult. Dito naman kay Piaget, ang sa kanya naman na emphasis is on peer. Pag sinabi natin kasi na peer, it could be within their level of age or it could be anyone who could help them. Ano po? Okay. Next, the effects of culture. Yan. In social-cultural theory, the culture has really a great effect to the learning development of the child. Vygotsky emphasized the role of the social environment in the child's cognitive development, how this happens. Vygotsky claimed that infants are born the basic abilities for intellectual development called elementary mental functions, as I have mentioned a while ago, which focuses on developing their social skills. These develop throughout the first 2 years of life due to the direct environmental contact or factors. Ano yung mga sinasabi nating environmental contact na yon or factors? Number 1, ito yung attention, yung sensation, yung perception, and yung memory ng isang bata. Eventually, through interaction with the social environment, these are developed into a more sophisticated and effective mental processes, which Vygotsky refers to as higher mental functions. Kapag na-acquire ng bata yung apat na yun, yung attention, sensation, perceptions, and memory, papasok na yung higher mental functions sa sinasabi ni Vygotsky, yung higher order thinking skills. Kasi ang kay Piaget naman is elementary mental functions, in which these are basics. Ano po? Okay, nawala ako. So, as a result of this discussions, for example, a shared dialogues with more knowledgeable others who provide hints, instructions, and encouragement, the child can internalize how to do it as part of the task and as part of their inner or private speech. So the child can then use this on later occasions when they tackle a similar task on their own. When they have confusion, sabi ko kanina, kapag nagtatanong yung bata, dapat sinasagot natin. Kasi just in case na magkaroon sila ng another experiences of that same situations, mas madali na nilang maiintindihan. Hindi na sila makakabuo pa ulit ng another confusions. Ano po? Okay, let's continue. Vygotsky and the language. How this really help others or children develop their cognitive aspects. We have 3 stages of speech development. in the language. We have number 1 is the social and external speech. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin natin ng social and external speech? At this age, sabi daw, this is approximately from birth to 3. Thinking is not related to speech at all. Instead, thinking is primarily in the form of image, emotions, and impressions. Speech only occurs on the external and social level to express a desire or to convey simple emotions, such as shouting and crying. For instance, a child would tell Dede for a milk if hungry. At this stage, speech is merely a tool to make things happen in the external world. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, during social and external speech, hindi pa nabubuo talaga yung knowledge sa bata. Ano po, yung language, tungkol sa language that ano yan, when they say milk, it is something na kailangan nilang inumin kapag nagugutom sila. Ano po? Pero when they hear a word, dede, for in the first time, tapos pag ginawa yung dede, ibig sabihin ng dede is papainumin sila ng gatas, yun yung papasok sa knowledge nila na every time na kailangan nilang uminom ng gatas, sasabihin lang nila ng dede. Diba? Now, for egocentric speech, this is approximately at the age of 3 to 7. Ano po? Children think out loud or talk themselves as they are doing something. For instance, as Paul plays with his toy car and it does not run, he tells himself, sira na. Diba? Kapag yung bata, minsan naglalaro lang, ganyan, tapos biglang hindi na siya nag-function ng maayos, sasabihin, sira na. Or it destroyed. Called egocentric speech, it is used to guide behavior and help to solve problems. It is an important part of the transition to inner speech and more sophisticated think. Na-identify niya na kapag ang isang bagay hindi na nagpa-function ng maayos, sira na yon or destroyed na yon. So from that, nadidevelop na from time to time yung language and speech ability ng isang bata. Let's now talk about inner speech. Pag sinabi naman nating inner speech, it is soundless speech or thought. Diba? Here, speech become internalized and it is used to guide thinking and behavior. It is eventually leads to a higher level of more complex types of thinking. Kung dun sa second stage ng bata, kapag nakita niyang hindi nagpa-function yung laruan niya, sasabihin niyang sira na or destroy na. Dito sa inner speech, there is no need for him or her to say that that toy was destroyed. Alam niya na, nasira na yon. And what he or she will do now is to identify a solution on how this toy will be useful now and again. Ano po? So those are the language or speech stages development for the theory of Vygotsky. Now let's talk about the educational in teaching and teaching implications, Father. Paano ba yung mga diniscuss natin kanina makakatulong doon sa teaching and educational implications ng bata? Because we'll be teaching, right? At kahit hindi tayo mag-teach, sa loob ng bahay, we are instilling values and knowledge to our students. Remember na yung unang teacher ng bata ay yung mga magulang nila o yung mga kasama nila sa bahay. The school only, develop what they have learned in school and provide a concrete knowledge about it. According to Vygotsky, he emphasized the collaborative nature of learning by constructing knowledge through social negotiation. He rejected the assumptions made by Piaget that it was possible to separate learning from its social context. Vygotsky believed everything is learned on two levels. First is through interactions with others, then integrated into individuals' mental structure. So, yun yung paniniwala nilang dalawa. Ano po? Pero si Vygotsky, ma-develop ito through interactions and individual mental structure. So, every function in the child's cultural development appears twice. First, it is in the social level. And later on, in the individual level. So between people and then inside the child. So ibig sabihin, kapag na-experience niya, that's the first level. And then the second level will be through the help of his or niyan, parents or adults. These apply equally the voluntary attentions, the logical memory, and to the formation of concepts. All the higher functions originate as a actual relationship between individual. Yun yung ano yan, educational and teaching implications na pinaniniwalaan ni Vygotsky. Another is that instruction can be planned to provide practice within the zone of proximal development for individual. So children or groups of children. For example, hints and prompts that help children during a pre-assessment could form, that should be form the basis of instructional activities. Ano po? Sometimes there are so many children that can really learn more if they see an instruction visually. So madidevelop ang learning ng isang bata kung ang isang teacher nagbibigay man ngayon ng hints or ng prompts, especially if the teacher would like to develop the higher order thinking skills of the students. Dapat meron niya halimbawa ng mga clues, especially if it is an oral activities. Ano po? Next to that, scaffolding provides hints and prompts to or at different levels. In scaffolding, the adult does not simplify the task, but the role of the learner is simplified through the graduated intervention of the teacher. So, ibig sabihin, hindi dapat yung task ang sinisimplify natin para maintindihan ng bata. No, dapat yung role ng bata, kung paano nila maiintindihan ang isang bagay, yun dapat ang sinisimplify. So it does not mean that when you provide an easy or a below average task to your student, you are developing his or her higher order thinking skills. You can provide a higher order thinking skills activities through a simplification of task, through a simplification of the learner's task, not the task itself. Ano po? Okay. Educational and teaching implications for another educational and teaching implications for this is cooperative learning activities can be planned with groups of children at different levels who can help each others to learn. Kaya nga sometimes kapag nagdi-discuss yung teacher, hindi niya naiintindihan yung hindi naiintindihan ng mga estudyante minsan yung sinasabi ng teacher, but through the help of their peers in a different levels, mas madali nilang maiintindihan yon. For instance, sa klase ko, di ba? Nagbibigay ako sa kanila ng partner activities. Kasi when they really talk with each other at the same level, mas madali nilang maiintindihan through their own language. Diba? Pag nagko-collaborate sila, nagbe-brainstorming sila, mas madali nilang maiintindihan ng isang concept na itinuturo. So that would be all for the discussion of Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory on cognitive development. So yun yung mga aspects, mga educational implications, and those defines and describes how this theory of Vygotsky are useful in addressing diverse learners. In addressing diverse educational implementation to our students and to the children at home. I hope you really learned a lot from this. I'd like you to conduct a research more if you would like to know more about Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory on cognitive development. That will end our discussion for today regarding lesson 2 of chapter 3. I'll be posting again another work for you to be done because in every discussions that you're going to go through, there should have an applications. And the higher learning that you could get will always be an applications of what you have learned in the discussions. So thank you so much and you have a great day.